Everyone, it's Jay Egersdorff here reviewing game week 15 on the FPL. Well done to those who took my advice with the Everton players, Rooney, Pickford, Sigurdsson, all delivering. A couple of weeks ago, I tipped off Foster and Cabaselli from Watford. I thought Cabaselli looked like he was a pretty good threat from set pieces, and he scored this weekend, so congrats if you've got those guys in your team. Personally, I've had a pretty good game week, so just over 70 points. Just waiting for the tables to update and stuff, but I'm optimistic I'll improve on my position. I'm just over 300th overall at the minute. I'm hoping that'll take me up the rankings quite a bit, so a pretty good weekend for me. Largely because I captained Hazard. So I'd made a plan a few weeks ago to stick with Harry Kane as captain for the next few game weeks, but given Tottenham's poor form, I'd made the decision to move that across to Hazard for this weekend, and that's really paid off. So a few things I'm just going to cover because I'm getting a lot of questions about this on the channel and through Twitter. On Kane, people asking me, do I get rid of him? What do I do with the guy? And of course, I'm a Kane owner, so I'm thinking the same things. Like I said in my previous video last week, it's Tottenham that aren't firing at the minute. I think Kane's actually playing okay. I just don't think that they're giving him the ammunition. I think the result at Watford, a 1-1 draw, really wasn't helped by the fact that Watford shipped 4 midweek against Man United. So they're going to go into that game thinking we need to tighten up. On its own, a 1-1 at Vicarage Road against an informed Watford side, that's all right. It's not a bad result. I think it's the context that Spurs find themselves in, this bad run of form. They've not scored more than 2 in a league game for a number of weeks now, since October. So that's why the pressure's sort of heaped on them. I think if you do have Kane and you're questioning what to do, I would just stick with him for 1 more week. He's got Stoke at home. If you look at the facts, Stoke have let in, on average, 2 goals in every away game. They've not kept a clean sheet for 12 games home, they've kept 1 clean sheet in 12 games home and away. Funnily enough, against Watford. There's not many more options to go to. If you've got Morata already, Lukaku's not firing. The guys at City are really quite unpredictable. And if you were to get rid of Kane, you'd be left with a hell of a lot of money left over, most probably. So it would actually cost you 4 points to do something with that money. So you may as well just see it out, I think. It's a big decision. If you're going to get rid of the most expensive player and arguably best player on the game, you can't just make that decision lightly. You need to really think it through. And what's perfect now, this time of year, the game weeks are so close together, you can make that decision and do something effectively with those 2 transfers the following week. The other thing I think is that there's a very good chance. What I tend to find is players and teams, they return to the mean. So if you look at Everton, for example, if we were doing this video this time last week, we'd be sat here going, they're going to get relegated. They're awful, terrible team. And a week later, they're sat in 10th. So things can change really quickly in football. We'd probably say that's about right, maybe, for where Everton should be, if not a bit higher. So Spurs slipping down the table, I'd be confident they'd start climbing the table. The week after next, they've got Man City away, so if Kane does blank, there's a good reason to get rid of him for that fixture anyway. So that's what I think you should be doing with him. That's my thought on a Sunday night. I might change my mind next Thursday, but for now, that's where I'm thinking. People have asked me as well about Niasse, what to do with him. Do I jump ship and get Calvert Lewin? I was lucky, I stuck with Calvert Lewin. I was really worried he'd lose his place to Niasse. I thought Big Sam would prefer him, and he rewarded me my faith with a goal and an assist. Again, I'd wait and see. We can't rely on any data other than Big Sam kept the same team that won 4-0 midweek. So will Niasse get a game next week? Possibly. Too hard to predict. Again, see it out. They're away at Liverpool anyway next week, which I think will be a tight game. Big Sam's not going to want to lose that one. He's going to want to keep the continuity and keep it tight. So I won't get too worried there. Again, Man City defenders, I've got Kyle Walker. People asking me what to do. They've not kept a clean sheet for 5 weeks. This is a disaster. But where do you go? I mean, Man United's got the best defensive record. The most clean sheets, I should say, but they're playing City next, so they're probably not going to get one there. Chelsea, yes, you could go to Chelsea, but I see some big rotation there over Christmas. I don't think there's anyone, maybe Azpilicueta, that's nailed on. Very expensive. And if you've got Morata and Hazard already, do you really want 3 Chelsea players? I'm not sure you do. Liverpool, Tottenham, Man United, City, they've all got good fixtures over Christmas. So would you prefer to spread that out a little bit? I'm going to be doing a preview, obviously, for Thursday, for the next game week 16. So early captain choices. This is just something to think about, and I'll think about it this week. West Ham, I thought, looked a lot more solid with Adrian in goal, and they impressed me quite a lot in that City game. So originally I was thinking that would be an easy one for Hazard or Morata. Thinking again with that one now. Salah at home to Everton. I've said Big Sam I don't think is going to make it easy. United there, Lukaku's not scored for a while. So funnily, I started the video by saying how uncertain we were over Kane. He might be the best captaincy choice next weekend, but bizarrely. So give that some thought this week. Have a great start to the week, and I'll see you all on Thursday. Thanks everybody for all your questions. Thanks for all your support. People who are subscribing to the channel, people who are reaching out to me, commenting, keep it coming. I'm really enjoying the interaction with everyone. So thanks again, and I'll see you Thursday. Cheers.